just making the most of the sunshine that we've got today. We got clear blue skies. It's about 12 degrees. I think it was about 4 last night was the lowest temperature. I think it's going to be very cold tonight without any cloud cover. But I'm going to have a go at sowing some carrots, which I mentioned in my last video. It was Steve, Seaside, Kitchen Garden and Allotment that suggested you could do these in November. So let me show you where I'm going to sow them. So I've got these 3 buckets which have potatoes in. The soil has all been sifted. It's had some fish blood and bone added. So I might just do one, I think. I'll probably just do this one. So let me show you which carrots I'm going to sow. This is a variety I'm going to try. I have got other varieties, but they seem to be less hardy, I think. Well, we'll soon find out. You can only try, can't you? So I've moved the tub to this end of the garden because it gets more sunlight this time of year and through the winter. Where it was for the potatoes near the house, which gets a lot of sun in the summer months, is in complete shade now until spring. So I think this is probably going to be the best place to put it. Right, all I'm going to do is just make some little holes. I'll pop the seed in. I think it's going to be fiddly, but we'll have a go. So this is just an experiment. I've never done carrots this time of year. They're either going to take or they're not. Now I wonder if you're going to be able to see this. That's the seeds, they're really tiny. I think I've given myself a bit of a task. There's one. I think I need tweezers. God, it's very difficult. I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so they're all in. Cover them over. So I don't know if they're going to be successful, but I've got nothing to lose. And it's worth a try, isn't it? And with the crazy weather we've been having, the fact that we've had strawberries growing in late October, early November, I think the carrots have got a fighting chance. And now I've moved the tub so it gets a lot more sunlight, so a bit more warmth each day. I'm quite hopeful. So that is the Amsterdam Forcing 3. So I've come out into my greenhouse. I intend to sow up the rest of my onion sets and sow some peas in the greenhouse. But I'm just having a good look at these 2 chilies and peppers. Now I was considering overwintering them, following a fellow YouTuber, Nick, whose latest video was all about overwintering his peppers. I thought that might be worth trying, but I've noticed today that they're not in a very good condition. They're covered in aphids, and I don't want to take them indoors where they'll end up spreading to my house plants. So there's a couple of little chilies on that one. There's one I can see on that. Oh, there's another one. Sorry, I just walked away and then spotted that. There's another one there. And then on this pepper plant there's 3 fruit. So I think I'm just going to harvest those and then sacrifice the plants. So these are all my onion sets that I've got left over. So I've got the Autumn Champion and the Red Winter. I've got my modules ready. I'm going to fill them with compost and sow these, and they can stay in the greenhouse. I've also got 1 garlic bulb, which I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with yet. I've got some broad beans. Where are they? I've got some broad beans left over that I may plant up as well as backup. And indoors I've got a couple of house plants that need repotting, so I might bring them out and do that as well. So I've got my coffee on the go and I'm going to get cracking. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Autumn Champion, and just as you do in the garden, the root end into the soil and just leave the top part sticking out. Another thing you need to look out for, if any of them are really soft and look like they're going a bit rotten, just ditch them, don't use them. You only want to be sowing healthy bulbs. So I do some of the Red Winter. I can put them in the same tray because obviously there's a easy distinction between them. Make sure I put them in the right way round. I'll give these all a watering at the end. Right. So I also forgot to say that I'm sowing some of my peas for overwintering. These are, oops, they're all falling out everywhere. These are Meteor, and these are a good pea to sow this time of year. So I'll put them in. Again, it's going to have to share this tray. Cover them up in a minute. Show you the peas. And I'm just pushing them into the compost, and with all seeds you generally sow them twice the depth of their size. Kind of a rule of thumb. That one's split, I won't use that one. Cover them up afterwards so that I can see which cells I filled. I'll just drop one now. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I've got 19 now. I might actually do this tray as well. And these can stay in the greenhouse over winter, and I'll have to check, but I think once we get towards the end of February, when the days are starting to lengthen and the soil's beginning to warm up a little bit, the plants can then go out in the beds and hopefully get an early crop. peas next year. I'll put them aside, and like I say, I'll water everything at the end. Okay, so the next lot I'm going to sow are the broad beans. I've chosen these trays because each cell is so much bigger, because the broad beans are a much bigger plant. The seeds are larger, and once they get going they grow quite fast, so they need somewhere for their roots to spread. I'm just going to do one per cell, so if they have to stay in here a little bit longer than maybe I envisage, they've still got plenty of room to develop their roots. Check your seeds as well, make sure you use the best ones. One here that's cracked, that's no good, and this one is all very dried up and wrinkled. If you compare that to a healthy seed, so we'll get rid of that one. Just sort of half filled this tray with water from the watering can. It is at room temperature, and I'm going to stand each tray in it for, I'll say, about 20 minutes. I'll keep an eye on it. Once the compost on the surface starts to look dark, then I know that it's absorbed enough water for me to put the next trays in. But it's much better to water from the bottom. You get a good saturation, and hopefully the surface of the compost won't go green. So I'm going to leave those for about 15-20 minutes, and I'll come back and replace them. So they've all had a soak, and I will keep an eye on these over the coming weeks. I'll show you their progress. But if it gets really cold, then I've got some fleece I can cover them with at night. But the temperature in here at the moment, it's 13.9. I've just reset it. It was about 5 degrees at around about 11 o'clock this morning. It's now just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, it's very cold now. But I'm pleased with what I've done. I've managed to get most of the jobs done that were on my list. Not all of them, but most of them. But I think I'm going to go in, so I shall wrap this video up for this time. But before I go, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to you all. I'm so close to 1,600 subs, which I'm really, really excited about. And I've got my sights firmly set on 2K. So I'm hoping that I might be able to achieve that by, or at least close to Christmas or into the new year. So fingers crossed on that. So if you're watching this for the first time and you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you hit the bell icon, then you'll get future notifications. So, and also if you like and comment, I will come back to you first opportunity that I get. It might not be the same day, but it will be close to. So yeah, I'm really, really excited how the channel is growing now. So, and all of you that have been with me for a while, I consider you as friends now, and I really, really appreciate you following and coming on this journey with me. I love all your interactions, and yeah, very, very appreciative and grateful. So have a good week, guys. Try and stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one.